Only you for this one.
Sin. The Menace. Yeah. Goosebumps, zombie tips in my clip. I can get a nigga crew stump. He pump fake when he sip. 12 gauge shot at new pump. This bitch shooting out quarters. Boy, your wag gon' need some new lungs. I put his ass on GoFund. I put him up here token. These bullets came with Motrin. My nuts these niggas holding. He called 12, I knew he was folding. I'm smacking the wrong, need no trolls. My twin keep a 30, he ain't never going in the paint. He shooting from the Steph Curry. I told my mama don't worry. These pussy and fuck niggas scary. I keep bringing up, they scary. I keep bringing up, they scary. We had just barely made it out the blitz. 12 had hit the telly. Bitch, you better add me in your mix. You better block my salad. Ops got a vendetta against me because I'm going hard. I go to any block on my mama, fuck a face card. All these niggas be running, yeah, these shots make a nigga run yards. We was in the hood with the hot bosses, posted at the park. They cut my twin head ball in diagnostics. Man, he was going hard. I draw down on a nigga with a stocking. My twin ain't gotta do too much talking. He know his bro gon' pop it. Goosebumps, zombie tips in my clip. I can get a nigga crew stump. He pump fake when he sip. 12 gauge shot at new pump. This bitch shooting out quarters. Boy, your wag gon' need some new lungs. I put his ass on GoFund. I put him up here token.
Hello guys, welcome to Boxing Blogs and the home of Nigerian African boxing. And please, if you're new to this channel, make sure you click the like and of course the subscribe button right now. For some of you guys that are watching the match, I've been watching the Europa League. I think is it UEFA, something like that. Nations League, watching it and the friendlies as well, but I have to talk about this fight because it's very important that I do. Tomorrow night is going to be very interesting. It's a new day it's going to be a new day, a new dawn for the sport of boxing. But I have to say I'm very disappointed that the Joyce fight is not getting promoted as it should. Frank Warren, or let's say BT, they are not doing the Queensberry promotions are not doing enough for this fight. Joyce's name should be everywhere right now. Should be everywhere. Should be the topic of the day, and people should be excited for this fight because this is a big fight right here. I know people in New Zealand and in Australia are gonna be watching this fight for sure, and they're gonna tune in. However, the balls in the UK is very, very minimal. Like, come on, man. Like, there's literally no balls in the UK in regards to this fight. And that's what saddens me, in my opinion, when you look at it. So, the weigh-in took place earlier today, and mid-afternoon, Joyce came in around 271.4 pounds. Okay. Parker came in around 255.5 pounds. Bro, that's like Joyce towering over Parker. Come on, the weight difference is like very clear. The thing is that this is the career highest weights for both fighters. And for me, I think Joyce is a natural heavyweight. Parker the same thing. However, Joyce can carry such weight and never gas out. That's the magnific thing about him. So it's just when you look at this stuff right here, you look at the situation, you just kind of you also look at the previous fights of both fighters. Joshua is a bulldozer. He's a juggernaut. He calls himself a juggernaut for a reason, and that is something you can never take away from him. He's just that guy that never gasses out. I think he has the strongest chin. In my opinion, I believe Joyce has the strongest chin in the heavyweight division right now. I don't see anybody knocking Joyce out in the division. I don't see it. Like, yeah, I see people outboxing him, but knocking him out would be very difficult. Except the guy that is the most, let's say, lucrative or most dangerous boxer, a puncher. Let's say dangerous puncher, out there. Let's say Deontay Wilder, let's say Joshua. But Joshua is a dangerous puncher, for sure. And you don't want to take want to take punishment from Joshua continuously, because if that happens, it'll be a problem. But Joshua, one thing I like about him is that he does not rely on his chin. A lot of fighters that have chin like Joshua, they always rely too much on their chins and say, "Yo, if I can win this fight, my chin will get through." They will take everything along the way. But Joshua is not doing that. Joshua wants to win this fight and is going to do everything, prepare with a game plan as well. Ismail Salas, his trainer, is well schooled. A Cuban veteran who understands how to train some specific fighters, juggernauts like Joyce. And I think both of them, they've been on good path and Joyce, this is a defining fight for him. This is the biggest fight of his life, of his career so far. Because listen, let's give credit to Carlos Takam, the likes of Carlos Takam, Christian Armour, but those are not defining fights. You know what I mean? Those are not defining. Those are not the kind of fights that would. Of course, it would say the Dubois fight was, yes, that was also that was the moment people started respecting him in the division, because before they used to say, yeah, this guy is so slow, he can't beat Dubois will be too fast for him. And when he demolished Dubois in the way he did, people were surprised. Parker is a different fish. Parker is not Dubois. Parker is more skilled, more experienced. He's a former world champion. He's been where Joshua is aiming to be. Joshua wants to be a world champion, and Parker is already a world champion. And Parker is aiming for the second time. He wants to become a two-time world champion. That would be great for history. I mean, come on. Parker became. I think Parker is the first heavyweight champion from New Zealand. I think he is, because David Ward was a top contender, but unfortunately, and let's say sadly, he didn't get his hands on the championship belts. The corruption, we know the corruption and the politics in boxing there anyway, so let's not even go there, because back then America was like the main like America still has a lot of say in boxing, but like America had more power, more ground, in regards to boxing. But it's different right now. Boxing is now more of a global sport now than it was before. Back then, of course, American fighters are still America still has the most elite fighters though, but the heavyweight division is different, Michael Buffer says if Parker wins, people will say Parker beats Joshua. Well, people will say Parker beats Joshua. Come on, man. I don't know. I don't know if Parker beats Joshua. Like, Parker does not have the legs. To beat Joshua, you have to have the legs. You have to be able to move, like really, really, like Usyk, for example. You saw what Joshua did to him. So to beat Joshua, you have to have the legs. Your IQ has to be very high. I know people will always talk about the Anders Jr. loss and stuff like that, but we all know how he lost that fight. He got caught in his equilibrium. He wasn't expecting it, when he did, like it was during an exchange, and you saw in the second fight, Joshua did not repeat such mistake. What he did was he took Anders, to school, and he got his belts back. Now his belts is in the hands of Usyk, and Usyk he's looking towards retirement. He wants to have 2 fights. He said he wants to fight Fury and then Canelo, and then just dip and retire. That's what he wants, which is not a bad thing. However, this is what I said Usyk cannot do what Joshua did in the division. Joshua defended his title against every contender, elite. All were elite. Joshua did not sugarcoat or try to duck any fights. Some like, no. That was not the case. Joshua took on all challenges and he wanted to build a legacy. And Joshua has a legacy. He's a 2-time heavyweight champion and he wants to become a 3-time heavyweight champion. That's ambitious and you have to definitely give the guy kudos for that. It's not that easy, bro. I tell you right now. So this fight right here is going to be interesting. Joyce said that he's going to win, but he's going to win this fight via knockout. Says he wants to knock him out cold. And he said he can also boss Parker. I feel like Joyce shouldn't. This should not be a boxing match because I don't think Joyce will win in a boxing match against Parker because Parker would just would use he would utilize his footwork and just move out and stuff like that. But both of them are in their highest, so Parker is gonna get tired at some point. But Parker hasn't been knocked out before. He's got a great chin. He's got a good chin. But I believe if Joyce apply pressure, I think he beats him. That's just the fact. He beats him, but he needs to apply the pressure. Joyce needs to fight the way Joyce fights. Don't try to change it. Don't try to box or say let's box, stuff like that. No. He must fight the way he usually fights. That is the George Foreman way. Break fighters down. If Joyce breaks Parker down, that would be like, come on, that would be like superb. That would be like, come on, man, that is not be dumb. That would be a fight he would never forget. That he would go down in history. But it's gonna be difficult. This fight is a future fight. But I'm going with Joyce to win this fight. I'm supposed to win this fight. I feel like Joyce, like, he's 37 now. Didn't know it was that. It was up there already. Come on, the guy looks 33 or so. It's 37, man. So even though the heavyweights are different breed, they can fight till their 50s. But you don't want to be fighting at that age. Come on, man. Like, Joyce. That's why Joyce, I think he will take this fight so serious to the point where he will like go all out in. And it's gonna be very interesting. What do you guys make of the weight difference? 271 to 255. Come on, that's like, my God, that's a lot of advantage. But that would either play in Joyce's favor or disadvantage. Well, we'll see what happens to that. Just can't wait, and it's going to be very interesting. Now, let's talk about Tyson Fury calling out Anthony Joshua and saying all sort of stuff, and he of course responded to Joshua Usyk, saying he's scared of him. Let's hear what the Gypsy Queen has to say.
Usyk, you little shithouse. You little shitbag. Talking shite. I'm afraid he'll put me fist right for the side of you little sausage. And all the shithouse, that big bodybuilder Joshua, that's a proper shithouse, that is. That's had the contract for I don't know how long and ain't signing it. You little sausage. You do not want to fight. Your manager's a sausage. I've never seen anything like yours. Poe for pack of shithouses. However, I will be fighting in December the 3rd if this sausage does not sign this contract, which I don't think he is, because I don't think he's got the bollocks to, because he's a shitbag. Both of yous, a pair of little sausage shithouses. Joshua is a shithouse. Usyk is a shithouse. Yous are all shithouses. Usyk, you little shithouse. You little shitbag. talking shite. I'm afraid he'll put me fist right for the side of you, little sausage. And all the shit house, that big bodybuilder Joshua, that's a proper shit house, that is. That's had the contract for I don't know how long and ain't signing it.
Anyway, guys, you heard it from Tyson Fury calling out Anthony Joshua and stuff like that, saying Joshua is here to respond. Well, I feel like Fury's trying to rush. He's trying to listen. Even in as much as I know that he's not scared of Anthony Joshua or what is it, Usyk, I think he's not scared of Usyk. I think Usyk is like, for him, he sees Usyk as a very easy fight, easy warm-up fight. You know what I mean? But however, when you look at it, you have to, understand the fear of losing to Anthony Joshua. But what is Team Joshua doing about this? They have they've got the contract, they've been sent the contract, and they have the contract in their possession. So why not send it out or something like that? Is there something that Team Joshua don't like in the contract? Because according to the latest report, Joshua agreed to all terms, in that contract. So basically, what is holding the fight? I don't know. But if Fury is trying to it could be that Fury is not serious about it. Maybe they have to just make up a contract and stuff like that, and just until two fighters get in the ring, you cannot really you can't really be sure whether the fight is happening or not. And you can easily sign a fight today, do a press conference, and the weigh-in, and the next day they say the fight is off. It can happen. You know what I mean? So this is one of those things that happen in this boxing. And Fury has a track record of doing something like that. He's done in the past. When he break Klitschko, it disappeared. We know what happened then. So there's a track record already for Fury. Joshua is not like that. Joshua, when he says he's fighting you, he fights you. Joshua's already accepted all terms. So something must be behind the delay. And I don't know who to blame for now, but we're gonna watch and see how it will take me. But it looks like Fury is desperate. Fury is desperate to get this fight made. Maybe he already has, because I think there's a game that Fury tried to pull. He tried to pull a game of, he wanted the public to turn their back on Joshua and say, yeah, Joshua doesn't want the fight, he's scared, something like that. I think that was what he wanted in a way. I think that's what he aimed for, but he wasn't really sure that Joshua would accept the fight. Listen, I'm not saying Fury is scared of Joshua, but I'm saying that there's an interior motive. Fury doesn't do anything without strategy. The guy is you might look at the guy and say, well, he's corny, is he lies a lot, stuff like that, but he's one of the most smartest boxers, heavyweight boxers or boxers in general, because this guy right here, his mind game, his streak, he has everything, he has everything in his position. The only thing he doesn't have is Joshua's commercial power. That's something you have to build over time, and Fury doesn't really want to do that, because for him it's he loves talking shite. He loves saying shite. He loves trash talking, stuff like that. And when you are a brand when you're an ambassador to a brand, you cannot say many things that Fury says. So some of those things that happen. So Fury is desperate. So the thing is that if the fight is happening, just say it's happening and let's get it on with. But in my reaction to Usyk saying that Fury is scared of him, I think, come on, man, everybody knows Fury is not scared of Usyk. What should he be scared of? It's not like Usyk's gonna knock him out. He's not scared of Usyk, bro. I believe Fury is even more scared to lose to Anthony Joshua than he is of Usyk, because for him, he believes that in Usyk, he's just gonna box, and maybe if he doesn't box or put his weight on him, do everything he wants to do. He believes that he's super confident in beating Usyk, and he's not scared of getting knocked out. For Joshua, he knows Joshua is underdog. He knows underdog like this, punchers always have a chance. Joshua is a puncher and a boxer. So, and those guys, no matter how much you count them out, they will always have a chance at some time. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things you have to look at and really say, yeah, maybe just being strategic. So, look and say that he doesn't have integrity. Well, Fury is a weird guy. He's a weird guy. Like, one day he's pro Churchill. The other day he's talking about the treatment of gypsies and many stuff. Come on, man, this guy doesn't know it. One day he's pro Palestine, and the other day he's pro Israel. The guy is weird. He's bipolar. He's weird, bro. He's just weird. I think only his wife can understand him. Only his wife can understand. Only Fury's wife can understand this guy. Even his dad does not understand this guy. I believe that nobody understands this guy apart from his wife. That's why they've been together for ages, bro. So it's one of those things that happens. So it's just one of those things you look at, and you know, like, listen, everybody want to call Fury's bluff, but Fury is really a good fighter, very good. He's got the skills and everything and stuff like that. But if my issue with him is that he contradicts himself too much. One morning he said this, the other morning he said that. So he says something else. It's just like, he's not straightforward. He doesn't say something and stick to it. He can say anything today. The next evening he says something entirely different. You know, it's just weird. It's just weird guy. He's just weirdo, bro. So I don't understand. So, but Joshua hasn't. Team Joshua need to respond, and if they sign a contract, and everything. Like, let's know if this fight is happening, or let's know if both fighters they already have fights. They tend to take, because Fury, I think, already has a fight lined up, and he's trying to make it seem like Joshua is ducking him so people can tune in for that fight, trying to make the public turn on Anthony Joshua, basically. But that's already faded. But Joshua wants the fight, so let's just see what happens. Big ups to all of you guys that tuned in and are watching right now or listening. I appreciate you all, and big ups to Lucan. Even though I don't usually agree with you, but come on, it's one of those things. Dyke Scott says news is, I think that Fury fights Shaw December 3rd. Shaw, you mean man Shaw? That'd be interesting now. Shaw is still is Shaw still active? Shaw is washed up, bro. How many people are gonna buy that fight in the UK? I don't think so. I don't know, man. So it's one of those things, man. So I don't think. Entertainment Million Olu says Joshua is a weak man. He's not a weak man, bro. What are you saying, man? What do you mean by that? A weak man will take a dangerous fight like Fury? Come on, why you guys always disrespecting Joshua, man? You know what Joshua has done for boxing? Come on, a weak man does not take dangerous fights, back-to-back fights. He will lose, or he might lose.
Goosebumps, Sammy text in my clip. I can get a nigga crew stump. He pump fake when he sip. 12 gauge shot in new pump. This bitch shooting out quarters. Boy, your wag gon' need some new lungs. I put his ass on GoFund. I put him up here token. These bullets came with Motrin. My nuts, these niggas holding. He called 12, I knew he was folding. I'm smacking the wrong.